Well, what a fantastic test match we've just witnessed here in Abu Dhabi. This is the match summary then. Pakistan 257, as Ms. Paulak was just explaining during that presentation, they were clearly about 60-70 runs short. England batted well, 327, got a good lead of 70. Pakistan in reply 214. Well, the camp felt that they had enough runs in the tank to beat England, and that is exactly what happened in the end. They turned things around and won a famous test match here. They won by 72 runs and lead the series 2-0. I've got Nasser Hussain here with me. Nas, let's try to dissect England's performance, where they stand with regard to playing well in subcontinent, playing spin. The top order looks to be in shambles. The approach has to be questioned, I guess.
Well, the stats speak for themselves, really. In the last 19 test matches in subcontinental type conditions, they've won one. So there needs to be a complete rethink of how we're going to play in this part of the world. For a start, there were too many frontline players who were out of nick going into this test match. Strauss being one, Bell another, Peterson, Morgan. That's four of your top six are not in form going into a test match and coming out of a test match. And that's not good enough, really. They've not played well. I didn't think it was a minefield of a pitch at all. You know, Abdur Rahman is a very good left-arm spinner, but he has no mystery about him. And there are mistakes that keep happening. Kevin Peterson keeps telling us he doesn't have a problem against left-arm spin, and yet again he was out to left-arm spin, yet again LBW. So there are issues there that need solving. I think the issues are in the batting. The bowling and fielding has been exceptional. Batting now 3 times out of 4, they have not managed to get 200, and once they've not even managed to get 100. So changes need to be made.
When you say that they're out of form, the technical issues to address.
There are. I mean, Strauss is not a comfortable, natural player of spin. You could see that today. Every run was a battle. I think Cook's the same, even though he's a battler and he watches the ball and he got runs in the first innings. I think that Morgan, at the moment, doesn't know what to do in Test match cricket, block or hit, and he's found himself wanting where to go, what's his game plan. He wants to hit, but the situation, first innings with an hour to go, he came in, he couldn't, and at 50 for 5 today, he couldn't. So he needs to find a method. There are technical issues, definitely. What can they do? I don't know. Bopara is a very good player of spin, but he hasn't played for months. He didn't play in either warm-up game. If we look at the squad, Ravi Bopara could come in for Owen Morgan, who looks, you know, gone, to be honest. But Bopara hasn't played for months, so he would be completely undercooked. You can't change the bowlers. Yeah. They've been brilliant.
But Nas, England cannot afford to go India's ways, for example. You know, India just carrying on with Rahul Dravid. He was getting bowled, still persisting with him. He had technical issues. I mean, the top order was out of form in Australia recently, but still they managed to get them in. England will have to make strong decisions here, I guess.
They will. The problem is, or the good thing is, a lot of them have fantastic records in the last year. Peterson averaged 70 last year. You know, Cook, brilliant. Trott, brilliant. Bell averaged over 100 last year. So what do? You can't suddenly become a bad player. The problem comes with the captain. He didn't have a great year. He's not had a great 18 months, but he's captained the side to #1 in the world. So he has to stay. So eyes go in on Morgan. I would think that that would be the change. Bopara for Morgan. It's not a massive change. It gives them another bowling option, gives them that extra seamer, and we saw Trott bowl stump to stump in Dubai last time, and Bopara could do that. And with Sri Lanka coming up after here, and India at the end of the year, they've got to find out a method. They've got to find out their batting options to give them bowling options.
Shot selection, maybe play the sweep shot, use the feet, something different to surprise the bowlers.
A lack of shot selection. Listen, they were 21 for 1 after 15 overs. So immediately Misbah, who's a fairly defensive captain, is very happy. It's all going his way. He's got complete control. No one's hit any. We saw how he reacted when Broad hit a few in the first innings. I thought he lost the plot a little bit.
Sure.
Pakistan get very excitable. When everything's in control, they were very happy. And I just...
And the performance eventually?
Yeah, I think so. I think Bell coming in out of nick at #3. Trott has been there. He's been steady. He's been their most reliable player. There is an argument that they should have just promoted someone, like a Broad or a Swan or someone before. It's easier to react before the crisis. They were constantly reacting to a crisis. Before it becomes crisis point, send Broad out for a bit of a whack, hits 30 or 40, virtually game over.
Now, when you're defending a low total, obviously the environment in the dressing room has to be a good one, and Pakistan have suffered because of politics of the dressing room, you know, not enough good bench players, you know, they've been blackmailed by the senior players also. That seems to all have gone out of the window. And, to defend such a low total was something outstanding and refreshing.
Absolutely. It is a close dressing room. You could just tell on interviews, Azhar Ali is very happy for the young players. There's no rivalry between them. They would enjoy each other's success. You could tell from the wickets they took. And you look at that lowest fourth inning scores defended. I mean, that is brilliant. Not only they defended virtually half the runs, 145. It is half the runs.
Yes, absolutely.
England didn't even get to halfway there. So they've blown England away. You can tell from the reactions for every wicket that they were enjoying each other's success. And I think Misbah, there were times when the young keeper got excitable and the side was getting excitable, and Misbah was just keeping everyone calm. Pakistan are not a team, a nation, a country that you want to excite. Very excited about cricket anyway. You want to just calm them down. And at this stage, I'm talking about maybe Imran needed to get you up and going, but at this stage it needs a calming influence, and I think Misbah's given them the calming influence.
And it's a sea change. I mean, we in the past used to fashion our wins on the back of fast bowlers, Yorkers and bouncers. But this is a complete trendsetter. 3 spinners, different, and Misbah pretty confident to play them all the time.
Absolutely. I mean, it is the perfect storm for England. A side who's not playing spin well against a side who are now the best spin bowling side in the world. I can't think of a better... Bill Lawry's been talking in Australia about Australia having the best bowling attack. Well, these two sides here, these two bowling attacks we've just seen would have a little argument with that, especially in these conditions, I'll give you that. So Pakistan's bowling, all those bowlers, were absolutely outstanding. No one let them down. And
because Pakistan won handsomely in the end, even small performances shine. That 60-odd from Azhar Ali, that partnership with Asad Shafiq, little moments become that much more important.
Absolutely, and that partnership, and I'm pleased Misbah mentioned it, those 2 young guys who some people were saying, I was saying, should they be a little bit more positive? Now it puts it in perspective that whatever it was, 100-odd partnership, went a long way towards winning the game. Misbah's innings, in the first innings, 80-odd, they could have really fallen away. The way Misbah played, block, 6, block, 6, those runs were very valuable. I still believe the quality of batting, every single batsman needs to look at themselves and say, was it a 74 or 72 all-out pitch? For me, no. It was about not handling pressure. And this England side have generally handled pressure well, but I think 2 young lads in the opposition actually showed England how to handle pressure a little bit better.
Now, that Dubai Test match allows Pakistan to test some of the bench strength. They've got Umar Akmal, has not been yet played in a test match now for quite a while. And that is the Pakistan squad there. Obviously, Wahab Riaz will not get a game because I don't think that Pakistan need somebody who can bowl quick because, the others are doing a fine job. But maybe they can rest a few, or is there not a chance?
I wouldn't mess
with the winning squad.
Wouldn't mess with the game.
Right.
I really wouldn't. The game has a funny sort of way of jumping up and biting you on the backside, really. Don't mess with form. I was going to go very, very left field, to be honest. If they'd lost this game, I would have just left the seamer out, Junaid Khan, just played the spinners, maybe played an extra batsman, and just hit England with spin. England can't play spin at the moment. Hit them with spin, and you'll be fine.
All right, thanks, Nas, for your comments. Well, this has been a glorious test match, and in the end, Pakistan winning, and winning quite handsomely. Bank Alfla presents Mobiling Jazz Cup. 3rd test match will be from Dubai. All the action live your way will be on air at 9:25 a.m. local time. Still can't believe Pakistan won, but they did. Thank you for watching. We'll see you soon, very shortly. Goodbye.